Something that I've sort of struggled with and found when I was on this journey is celebrating any sort of win until I've hit a goal. People talk about small wins quite a lot and make sure you celebrate your small wins. And it's something I do and definitely encourage people to do because it does give you that extra bit of motivation and energy to keep on pushing. But in my head, it was always my duty to achieve the goal. So you sort of get in this toxic mindset of, well, I set out to do it. Why am I gonna go and celebrate once I've achieved it? And it got to the point where I was never happy ever. Like I set a goal, achieve it, and I wouldn't feel any sense of achievement, or I wouldn't feel proud or nothing like that. And then, just like I said, anything that happened in my life, I didn't care. I wasn't happy at all. And it wasn't probably, I'm talking like the past 2-3 weeks, I sort of just accepted like it's a journey. It's never gonna go to plan, because that was the thing when things weren't going to plan. And you always, obviously, you set out you to achieve a goal. You have a rough plan of how you want it all to play out. And sometimes I would never get to the end goal because life is always changing all the time. Last year, the goals I have today weren't, the goals I have today weren't the goals I had last year. It was never like that. So I'm going out and like I'm not happy. I'm not celebrating each win. And then it got to the point where I wasn't celebrating anything. I was like, what am I trying to do? And then I didn't get down, but it was just like, I don't love myself. I don't like the person I was because I wanted my physique to look like this. It didn't look like that. So I was like, oh, well, I'm like, you're not really good enough. I had this financial goal. I wasn't at the financial goal. So I was like, what's the point in, to a degree, I was like, what's the point in being happy? It sounds crazy, but I was like, what's the point? Like, what is it to celebrate and be happy about right now? Because I've got a list of 5 goals and I haven't checked off one of them. So I don't deserve to go out and love myself, enjoy my life, and be proud of who I was. That's what it came down to. But like I said, the past 3 weeks, I was like, you know what? I'm doing really well for myself. I'm 21 years old. I've got all these goals and ambitions, and this isn't a discredit or me trying to put other 21-year-old people down, but I would say the foundations I've built for myself are much stronger than most 21-year-old guys. That's what I would say, and I do believe that. And I know it comes down to different goals, ambitions, and perceptions of life. But I would say for a 21-year-old, guy, like, I'm doing quite well for myself. And I work a full-time job and I work really hard at that, and I'm doing all right. I go to the gym and, I got a decent physique. I come home, I put in more work on things that I'm passionate about and I care about outside of everything else. And I put a lot of energy and time into this. Like, I'm doing all right. But it's because the circle I was in, people were doing and making a lot more money than me, and their life seemed to be there was much more success in their life. So I was like, damn, like maybe I am behind. Then I took a step back from all of that. I don't really talk to these guys anymore. We didn't fall out. It's just we're all on our own journey. But I was like, looking around, I'm like, I'm doing good. I'm in a solid place. So the point I'm trying to make is, make sure you celebrate the small wins, because it can get quite toxic. Self-improvement, when you do look around and everyone's telling you you're doing really well, but you don't believe it yourself, because you have these goals and it takes a long time to achieve some of these goals. I'm talking years. Just because you haven't achieved that goal just yet, it doesn't mean you're not on the right path, you're not making progress, you're never going to reach that goal. It's a journey, and when you celebrate the small wins, it does keep you going. It does motivate you. It really does. That's what I found. I'm like, to me, like, I wouldn't celebrate going to the gym, 5 times a week, because everyone has their standards, and that is just a standard for myself. But like one of my videos, it's got over 50 views. In the last couple, were only around like 20 to 30 views. So like, I'm happy. I'm like, that's good. I've got 229 subscribers as the time I'm recording this video. To get 50 views or over 50 views is good. I haven't got 1 million subscribers. I'm not getting 1 million views, but it is a win in my books because it's performed much better, and I'm gonna celebrate that. I'm happy with that. Whereas before, I'd look at that and be like, oh yeah, but I'm not viral. I haven't got 100k subscribers, 1 million subscribers. I'm not putting in millions of views each month. That was my mindset. It really was my mindset, and I'm like, I should be making 10k per month, because I know 5 guys that have gone around saying they're making 10k per month, and I'm nowhere near that. And I'd really, beat myself up about it and be like, bro, like, you got lucky, like, you can't be going out enjoying your life. But now I'm in a much better position. This video is sort of a lot about me, and I know, but there is a lot of advice in this, and that came honestly from just separating myself from people, understanding that not everything in life is real. There are a lot of people that just show their highlight reel. They don't show the struggle and what's actually happening on behind the scenes. For me, I try to be as authentic as possible. And now it's not me against me. It's not that. It's just I'm on my own journey, and my only concern is my journey and my success, and my family, obviously. But when I'm talking about success and goals, I'm only concerned with how I'm doing and how I'm gonna get there, and hoping the people that I care about get to their goals as well, and help you guys as well. That's every video I make is not about me trying to show how wise I am or big myself up. It's just to help people in a similar situation, because it gets tough. Like, it's not easy to navigate this journey, because you have thousands of different opinions and beliefs from all different people that are millionaires, people that are doing really well for themselves, people that are starting out, other people that are just successful fitness creators, YouTubers, whatever it is. There's a lot of opinions, and some of them are really good. I take a lot of inspiration from them. Other people, they do just waffle, and they do lie. But make sure you celebrate the small wins, and you don't delay your happiness. You don't delay celebrating your success, because you'll be surprised how well you're doing in the grand scheme of things.